Welcome to the live show. Welcome back, everyone. It's good to have you on board. Great news for you guys today. Going to talk a little bit about the giveaway that we're going to have soon. We'll have to put some rules in, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit later on. Don't forget the risk. Most traders lose money. Let me get that out of there, get it out of the way. And I'm going to have to get my mug out of the way as well. I see it's quite big and fancy on the show there. Raining here in Cape Town today, a bit of a rainy day. I do hope everything's working today. I see it did start off rather awkwardly and the chat wouldn't come up, so hopefully the chat does come up today and everything works. We shall see in a moment and see how it works. But good to have you guys back again. Let's see how we go. Let's have a look at the trades and let's see what's happened this week. I'll just pop over to the... Wow, where is it? Got so many things going on the screen here today. Gold was a biggie. I'll tell you what, I had the short on the gold and then we got stopped out on this account, but I do have the short on my other account, and that's fantastic news, man. That's done well. That's done really well, so that's great. That one at least made some money. This one didn't. But the US 500, we got that long, so that's going okay at the moment. That's going just great. But we got stopped out on Brent crude oil. We got wiped out on that one. Got stopped out up here somewhere. Bad luck. One of those baddies, one of those nasty ones. That happens. And then the Germany 30, the DAX, that's going well. That was a trade of the day yesterday. There you go. So that one's okay. Aussie dollar, US dollar, I was looking at, and it's in that range. I'm still waiting to see if that sort of turns out to be a short, because it is in that range. So we'll just well, yeah, we'll see what happens. See how that goes. CHF JPY is going long again. The DAX is your best trade here today. It looks really nice, besides the S&P 500, which is going really well. Brent crude oil, the worst trade on earth. I'm kind of hoping the chat is going to work. I don't know. I haven't received any information that it is working. I'm just going to pop over to here. I just want to see if this is going to work or not. Boom, yeah. I've got it on here. So, and it does look like the chat is on. If you guys could type me a message, just a hello or something like that, just to see if the chat is working, because if it's not working, I'm going to have to run without it. There was a problem earlier on today, and I actually don't know what was going on. I've got the chat on my side. I'm going to do the old hello everyone on my side and just see if, yeah, that looks like it's coming up, so I don't know what's going on. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. If we don't have a chat, we don't have a chat. It's just me then. And then I'll just talk to you about the funded account giveaway that I've negotiated while you guys were having fun trading. I've been working on getting you guys a little something every week, and we'll put that in later on in the video. We'll talk about it. That's perfect. Thanks a lot, mate. Thanks. Now I can see that the chat is working. All I got from YouTube earlier on the chat was a big oops, something went wrong, and that wasn't good. It's not good to see that oops, you know. It's like when the dentist is working on your teeth and he says oops. I don't want to hear that word. I know what oops means. Don't be doing that when you're working on my teeth. No. Oops. Yeah, that's not good. But yeah, good to see you guys. That's fantastic. Hi, Sam. And there we go. Great stuff. So stick around. Don't run away, because we are going to talk about the giveaway I got for you guys. We're going to talk about a free $10,000 funded account, which will be given away every week and I'm going to do it on the live show on a Thursday. We're going to put some rules in place. I will put them in the descriptions, and all it will require from you guys is that you like, comment, and subscribe on my videos, and then I will have a little feature which effectively does a really nice thing called what did I call it? I can't remember what it was called. I've got it here. Got it in my system. Pick a winner, that's it, and it picks out the comments and it picks a winner. Members will be eligible all the time. Members will always be eligible for the win, and the Guys who like, comment, and subscribe will be in the draw. So even if you just like, comment, and subscribe, it's great, isn't it? And that's the basis of the rules. But I'll go through it properly. I'll go through some serious rules a bit later on. And for all those guys that are interested, you'll be included. But we've only got 4 viewers at the moment, so we'll have to wait till everyone's here, because normally we've got a lot more than that. And we'll see what happens when they get here. The DAX, I'm actually quite impressed with the DAX. It's actually done quite well. It's quite interesting. I wonder if this is getting out to everyone today, because I must say it has been kind of strange. It's been kind of slow, and I don't see it on any of the other links or anything like that. So I hope the video is getting out there somehow. You guys are looking for it, but yeah. Coffee was robbed, so we're going to have some coffee, and then we'll talk about it. Of course, with that giveaway, the comments that will win will be decent comments, and I'll definitely, what I'll do is if you've commented on all videos, I will choose which video has got maybe the most comments or the best comments on it, and then we'll do the draw on that video. If nobody wins, then we'll move it over to the members. But effectively, what I think should happen with that draw is any cynical comments or bad comments or bot comments will be excluded. So if one of those win, they'll be excluded. That'll be in the rules. It'll be in the rules in the box. I'm going to put it in there. And the winner will have to be someone who's interested in learning, interested in the channel, or someone positive. I think we'll put that in as a special rule. So if we do a draw on that system and it comes out with someone cynical, or it comes out with a bot, then what we'll do is we'll transfer it over to one of the members, and I'll have a hat draw for the members, and we'll give it to them. Simple as that, really. I'm not going to sit doing draw after draw after draw. But some of these videos do have these bot comments, like I've got a Beyonce account, and how do I get into this and that and the other? What a load of old rubbish. That's actually quite annoying. I do hope that we've going to get some people on here today. And like I say, it's been, something's been technically wrong, definitely been technically wrong. I don't know if it's just the channel, or if it's got something to do with YouTube, or if it's got something to do with the video getting out there, but it hasn't been on the pages as I would expect it to today. Brent crude oil has really taken quite an interesting knock. Everything is struggling today, technically. I wonder what that is. Maybe the world's ending. Could it be the power failure in Europe? Oh, yeah, that was a big EA. Yeah, just switch the lights off, man. Well, Portugal, just switch the lights off. There you go. I will do Spain at the same time. What the hell? And nobody's telling us what happened there. Some anomaly in the atmosphere. Are we getting solar flares? Ooh, tricky. Don't know, really. Brent crude oil is falling over rather badly. I actually thought it was going to go well here, and I took a long trade thinking, this looks great. And, with Brent being at its kind of lows, or the lower side of its price range, I thought it would turn around here and start working out. And it was bullish, and then it just turned on us and went down again. And we've got this double bottom developing. So I'm expecting we'll probably get a double bottom somewhere down here, somewhere at the bottom. And maybe it'll bounce off that. We shall see. We shall see if that works. It's definitely broken through this one, so I'm just going to delete that one, because there's not much point in that one anymore. Just leave that one out. Definitely looks like it's developed a bottom here. Let's see if it breaks through that price, or if it holds on. 58.65, that's a real low for Brent. That's a super low price for Brent. Let me tell you something. That's seriously low. Really glad that the US 500 is working out. That's doing okay. Definitely an improvement on that. Have we got any viewers yet? Is anybody coming on board? I hope you guys are seeing the chat on the side. I see 1 or 2 guys have commented, so it does look like it is working in some areas of the world. But there does seem to have been a bit of a problem there. When I switched it on today, it said, oops, and that is never good. Like I said, the oops is never something you want to see. So the US 500 trade is working out, the Brent trade is closed, and the gold trade on this account is closed, but it is not closed on my other account, which is working out quite nicely. Got a nice short on it there, and it's making us a wee bit of dosh. Nothing wrong with a bit of a profit, eh? Germany City, there we go. There we go. Absolutely perfect. Right, so there's a few of you guys here. Let's see if we can get going and get things on the road. I'm going to go through a few of the pairs and a few of the indexes and have a look, and then we can get on with what's going on in the world and talk about future giveaways that are going on. Now, what I'm seeing everywhere in the market at the moment are these head and shoulders. They're just like, that happens to me quite a lot when markets turn around. I always see these things in these patterns. They sort of haunt me, so to speak. When I see this, that really does concern me. Euro, US dollar. Yeah, so got 8 today. The other day we were doing much better. I'm just a little bit concerned that it's so low. There could be something technically wrong. I was looking around the internet and it's just something not working. But we'll see if it comes right. We'll see if it sorts itself out. That's great. We'll just keep on going, and we'll do us where we are at the moment. Now I see these heads and shoulders developing. These heads and shoulders do concern me quite a lot. They're all over the place. They're all over the pairs and all over the indexes. So do be careful of these if they break below this. For example, this Euro US dollar, if it breaks below this trend support, you are doomed. This is going to go. Great British Pound US dollar, similar scenario. Even though it doesn't look as prominent, it's probably still there. Might just develop another shoulder here, and then you've got a sort of head and shoulders developing along that line. It did break out of its trend, but yeah, let's just see what happens there as well. Here's another one. Look at that big head and shoulders there, and it broke through. That could actually depict that it's going all the way down to this lower level down here, a little bit further down. So Euro, Great British Pound, while I was calling it, like looking at it as a buy, looks more like it might just be a short going down. US dollar, Canadian dollar, looks a bit iffy. It's lying around in this area. Will it go down? Will it go up? We shall have to see. There's a lot of things changing. The S&P starting to go back up with the earnings. And you've got to be careful of that because all of these other things are going to start switching around as well based on that. There's the US dollar, Japanese yen heading on up again after it being so bearish. It's broken through that trend resistance, heading to the upside. Gold, as I said, we are short on that at the moment. Things are switching around a little bit. Got to be careful. Got to be careful. It could easily look at that head and shoulders again. You see the big head and shoulders and you see where it's going, and that's why I'm short on it. And it's probably going to come down to these levels down here at 3,000, which is great. No worries with that. Then, okay, so that's gold. The US 500 we looked at now. That's going up nicely. We are long on that as well. And the DAX, as I said, we called that long yesterday, so that's not too bad. Oh, no, that's the Dow, sorry. There's the DAX. The DAX is going up. That's wonderful. Brent, disastrous. I haven't seen Brent do this since we had the diseases back in the day, so looks a little bit tricky. We shall see. We shall see, but I don't know. I still think Brent's at a very good price for a buy. I got stopped out. I'll just wait and see. The patterns go in our favor at the moment. It's totally against us. It's a sell. You know, you trade what you see. It's definitely a sell. But based on history, I can't see this thing going to zero. I just can't. So yeah, Brent trades between 65 and 105 on a good day, and it's 60. I gotta say, there's got to be a turnaround here soon. I know there's a lot of fundamentals behind it, and there's Donald saying this, that, and the other, and they're saying, well, how are you going to get money for oil? I don't know. We shall see. Check it out. Eugene, USD, JPY long, USD, JPY. I will go and find it. This is JEP 225. That's long. It's going well. USD, JPY, definitely long. Yep, totally. It's running. Look, it's running. It's broken through the trend resistance. It's heading along that way. It's bounced up out of that area and it's heading to the upside. How far will it go? Quite high. It can go 147. It can go all the way to 150 actually. So USD JPY does look like a good trade. We can probably look at that trade as well. It's already running though, so what might be a good idea, because it's already running. If you're already in the trade, that's fantastic. That's a good thing. Let me just have a look here. There we go. I'm just going to do a little. I'll wait for it just to give me a relax, come back in there and go. There's a, a bit of a demand area, so that looks brilliant. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's on the run, eh? Oh, there she's going, running to the upside. Surprise, surprise. But 100,000, big round figure, probably hit 100,000 again and start dropping off depending on the scenarios. New Zealand dollar, US dollar, falling over. See, things are changing in the market. That was a big bullish run. Now it's falling over. You get this leaning post that's leaning over. It seems to be falling over. That's quite a nasty one as well. So for you guys that are here, just for interest's sake, so that you know, and for the guys that are late, I'll re-describe it later on. I've negotiated with Fungible FX. Every week, we're going to be doing a 10,000 or 10K funded account giveaway. And all it requires is that you like, comment, and subscribe on all the videos. And then I will pick the video that we put in, and then those comments will be swirled around, and the winner will win the prize. It's as simple as that. And I'll do it every Thursday. I'll put the rules in on the videos. We haven't started yet, but we'll put the rules in. If you start commenting, liking, and then what have you now, I will put those in. I'll look at the videos from today onwards for next week. But cynical comments or spam comments or bots will be excluded. If one of those win, they will be excluded. Nasty comments, cynical comments, and spam or bots will be excluded, and the prize will be given to one of the members. That's one of the rules I'm going to put in place. If you want to win, you got to have a reasonable comment, an intelligent comment. Not intelligent, it just has to be positive and decent and humane. Anyone who's nasty or cynical will be, I'm sorry, you're not getting it. I will select the video randomly for the draw, the one with the best comments or the one with the most comments. I will still decide on the rule for that during the week. And it will be all handled by Fungible FX. It's got nothing to do with YouTube. YouTube's not responsible for anything here whatsoever. Neither am I, in fact. In fact, it'll all be handled by the funded account people once I give the account away. It's just for fun, for you guys. If you need a funded account, it'll be great. If you don't want it, you are going to be allowed to say, I don't want it, let's pass it on to someone else, and then we'll most likely have a draw for the members again and pass it on to one of them if they want it. We will draw together, and it'll be done once a week on a Thursday. So if you guys are into that, you'll have to stick around and be with me on the show. We're going to do it on the show, Ronald, and I do hope you win. Fantastic. It's lovely, but I can't call who's going to win. And all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe on every single video, because I'm going to pick one video that we're going to put in the draw. And then I'm going to use the spinning wheel on, you'll see it on here, and it'll pick the right person. It'll pick the comment. That comment will pop up, and it'll be given away. If you're already a member, that's great. But if it comes up as a bad comment, a cynical comment, or something like that, and we want to get, then I'll have a hat with the members' names in, and we'll draw a member, and a member will take the prize. Simple as that. So I hope you guys get involved, and you all get involved, and that's what we're looking for at the end of the day. Shall we have a look at the news? Let's see what's on the news, because there's obviously lots of stuff on the news. Because as you can see, look at these charts. The market's changing. The market's changing immensely. It's quite insane, really. Let's just go and have a look at the news quickly. Properties, change, go to the news. There we go. There's the news. Big McDonald's sign on the news. There we go. Perfect. Gonna go over here. McDonald's earnings miss, US sales slump amid uncertainty. That's just great, because it's one of my investments. But investments don't worry me, because it's time in the market and you can hold them forever. Everybody keeps telling me on my Nvidia's gone down, but it's still the same price. I got Coca-Cola as well. I actually didn't look, but they seem to be going up. That's great. I didn't even look at their earnings. Seem to be going up. It's earnings seasons, guys. And earnings season, kicks the news aside. earnings season moves the markets around up and down, so you can expect a lot of movement. Like here, US stock futures jump after Microsoft. China signals US reached out, Tesla denies it's looking to replace Musk. All these news items. Moderna beats Wall Street. It's gonna be all about earnings. Berkshire outguns market as Buffett reaches 60 years in charge. My big worry for Berkshire, I mean, investing in Berkshire is great, but my big worry for Berkshire is when Warren's gone. What's going to happen? I know there are people ready to take over, but Warren was always the guy. So, going to be interesting. There are some big ones, and there are some small ones that give out their earnings, and that's always interesting. The guys giving away the prize are these guys. I will have links in the description for funded accounts at a later stage. For the time being, just hang ball, okay? You see, Ronald, there's the thing. Unemployment claims. Expect a lot of movement. I spent years and years and years waiting for unemployment claims, CPI, and that sort of news. And that sort of news moves the market very temporarily. So don't get all caught up in the unemployment claims, unless, of course, there's a disaster in the world and the unemployment is like way out. It's always around 200,000. And if it's 100,000, you got a problem. And if it's 400,000, you got a problem. But if it's always around the 200, it's going to move up and down a little bit and then just keep on going the same old way. I gave up on that years ago. What I look for in fundamentals and news are big things, big changes, things that are really different. Those are important. But the weekly job claims, what it'll do, it'll get you sucked into it, and you'll be sitting there waiting for it, and you'll be sitting there watching for it every week, and you'll take your eye off the ball on everything else. Just stick to what you can see, and basically just trade what you can see, because I can tell you now, it's going to be a lot easier for you at the end of the day. Don't get too sucked into these quick news movements, because what happens is the markets move up and down. Just keep your stop losses a fair distance away, because otherwise you're going to get stopped out. But yeah, other than that, you see, this is a point in question I'm trying to brought up now. US job claims, and that you see how small the candles are, because everybody's now waiting for the US job claims that I've passed to on our side. My side, on your side, it'll be a completely different time of the day. But depends where you live. Trinidad and Tobago, maybe, or America, or West Indies, or Australia. You know, it's going to be a completely different ball game. Shane, I hope you heard about the draw that Ronald is planning to win next week. It's going to be every week, every Thursday. I'm giving away. Well, I'm not giving it away. Fund Me Next is giving it away. 10K account every week on Thursday. I'm going to be on my show. I'm going to be giving it away. We're going to be putting the rules into the descriptions, and all you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe on every single video so that we can do the draw. Members will have some priority though. Okay. So good to see you, Shane. I hope Kevin pitches up as well. Good to see him as well. So the US 500 is sitting here with these tiny little candles waiting, little small little candles, and waiting for that news. And then when the news comes out, it's going to spike one way or the other, and guess what? It's going to come back to where it was. Unless it's insane figures, which it never is. Very seldom is. You know, when I saw insane figures and the jobs figures was in 2008, 2009, those days when it was was that Lehman Brothers collapse and the housing market thing. And then the jobs figures were really flying around. It was crazy. I mean, one week you'd have 400,000, the next week you'd have 50,000. It was crazy. And the markets just didn't know which direction they were going in. Crazy, insane. That was the one time I saw a lot of movement. A hell of a lot of movement. Shane, you should have the DAX going well, I hope. Well, at least I hope you took it long like I suggested. Well, you know, didn't go the other way. Kokoro, finally gone live, self-funded. It's not easy, is it? By now, you guys that have started out would have realized that trading is not easy. And that's why you guys join me on these shows, because you understand what I'm saying to you. You know, what a lot of guys do, everyone does, is they end up with the guys that are trying to tell them that you'll make $1 million in a week because it makes you feel better. It makes you feel better if someone tells you, just follow my system and you'll make millions. And of course, that's going to make you feel better. You're going to try and follow that system. And then they show you every single trade they do and they make a profit, but it's not live. It's kind of just a video that they put out. And I'm not saying anything bad against anyone, guys. They're all great. They all give you some good advice. But all I say is, all you see is that. You know, most people are too scared to show you the bad. And you need to know that there is some bad. And it's not easy. And it's not as simple as everyone makes it out to be, you know. It's sort of incredible how many guys out there will say, look at this. I made $500 in 5 minutes, you know. Anyone can do that. If I bought this here by hook or crook, and I got that long candle and I made $500 and I recorded it, I can put a video out and say $500 in 5 minutes. Look at that, you know. And you guys, oh, Rob's a genius, you know. Yeah. And then I won't show you all the red ones. That would be bad, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's how it works, guys. That's how the industry works. So, yeah, I'll tell you how it is. And that's it. And it's hard. It's never easy. It's never easy. It's 50-50. Even if you've been in the game for 30 years, the market is 50-50. And you will lose more trades than you win. End of story. So yeah, Kokoro, it's hard. You've finally gone live and you found out how hard it is. It's insane. And how difficult it is to click buy in the beginning. You kind of get used to it. Don't worry, you get used to it. Over years, you get really used to it. You know, just buy and sell. Not so bad, but yeah, it's tricky. Let's have a wee look here, shall we? Oh, at least the video is working now. When I got on, first thing I saw from YouTube is, oops, we're sorry, something went wrong. Brilliant. Last thing I want to see. Last thing I want to hear the dentist say, like I said earlier as well. Working on your teeth. Oops. Right. Keep that to yourself. But yeah. DAX is looking good. There we go. No, Shane, we're not shorting the US 500. We're long, mate. No, I'm still long on the US 500. Look at this, Shane. How can I go short? I get what you're saying, but I can't go short yet. Even on your Fibonacci, I can't go short. It's long. Let me make that yellow so we can see it. So there you go. It's long. There's no short here yet. It's still going up, and the top is the higher highs up there, quite high. No, it ain't going short yet. Not yet. Not yet. I'm holding it yet. My targets are way up here, man. So actually, put the targets much higher so I didn't get taken out. But no, we're not going short just yet. It will go up and down with the earnings because it's earnings season. And look, this is waiting for jobs figures. I mean, that's insane. Everybody's hanging their hat on the jobs figures. Oh yeah, look, if you're on the 1 minute time frame, you can go whichever way you want. It doesn't matter. It'll go one way or the other. Yeah. I struggle to make some dosh there. But yeah. 1 minute time frame. Love it. I love it, Shane. Love it. I don't trade the 1 minute time frame anymore. I don't know. I can't get my head around it anymore. Too old for that. Can't see myself doing it again. Sitting watching charts. See, the thing is, everybody says, just spend 1 hour a day on the markets and make a few $100 and then go off and have a cup of coffee. And yeah, the trouble is you get in there and you lose the first 2 trades. Now, your brain is not going to like that. It's going to tell you, you have to sit here and get that money back because you ain't going for no coffee. You are not going anywhere. You lost those first 2 trades. You better sit here and get that money back. So you're going to sit there and then you're going to lose the 3rd one and then you're going to lose the 4th one and it's just going to dig this giant hole for you. you're going to sit there the whole day. That's just trying to get the money back, trying to revenge trade it or trying to get the money back. Hi, David. Hi, David. It's good to have you on board. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to go over it again. I haven't put any rules in place in the description yet, which I will do. Not on this video, but on all the other videos, because we are going to start, not today, but you can start now. I will take the videos from today. As I've told everyone, I'm just going to go over it again. We are going to be giving away a 10K account every Thursday. Yeah, we're busy in negotiations. That's why I can't give it out today. And then we're going to do a draw. All you have to do is like, comment, and subscribe. And all the comments, I will choose the video with the best comments, the most comments, and we'll do a giveaway. And someone will win. Members get some priority, but the rest are in any comment. It's all good. Obviously, cynical, spam, and bad bot comments and things like that, or nasty comments, will be excluded even if they win. If it comes up and the comment's a nasty comment, you will be, how can I say, disrespected, and you will lose. And the prize will be given to someone else. So only good comments will be considered. Fair comments. I'm not saying you have to be nice to me, but you have to be fair. And I mean, if you ask something proper, that's fine. But if you're just downright nasty to me, or if you are a bot or a spam, then you're not getting into the prize. And the prizes will be given away by Fund Your FX, and there will be links to them next week in the videos. I'll add them in the description if you want to get instant accounts and things like that from them. But for the time being, we're still in negotiations to get the, well, it's been agreed. We just need to get the links and the accounts sorted out and everything, and you guys will be getting your prizes soon. Every Thursday, I think we'll do it. Every Thursday, we'll have a giveaway for all you guys. Okay. So, Shane's already claimed it, and so has Ronald, and I'm pretty sure David also wants it. If you don't want it, then we'll do a redraw for someone else, or we'll give it to someone else. If say, Shane wins it and he says, I don't want it, I want to give it to Kevin, you can do that too. Okay? That's not a problem. We'll do that. Right? I'm glad. It's something I tried my characters, David, to be different. You know, I thought it's kind of boring, these thumbnails. They look like everybody else's, and let's try this out. And I was working on. You see, my daughter and her husband have got a business, and they were working on something for themselves. And I thought, well, this would actually work for me as well. If I think about it, we were working on something on theirs, and I thought this will actually work for me as well. Something different, something unusual, something cool. So I gave it a try. My concern was it obviously doesn't look serious because we're trading and stuff like that, but I think it's cool, and I'm giving it a shot, and we'll see how it goes. Bit of fun, just a little bit of lightheartedness and what have you. Some of them will still be real, but trying a little bit different, a little bit of fun. Keep it fresh, you know. Yeah. So guys, like I say, don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe so that you can be entered in. Because if you're not commented, you're not liked and commented, you're not in. So to win, gotta be in. It's free, totally free. You don't have to pay anything. You just have to comment. That's all, and then you're in. It's okay, Shane. I don't mind if you reckon it's going to drop. I'm quite happy with that. And I agree with you in a way, but I'm not getting out. You see, my opinion on the drop is, and if anything, it will drop to here and then go up. That's my opinion of it. So I'm on the 4 hour, so I'm not too worried. I'm staying in it. But on the short term, you might be right. You might get a drop. Might get a wee drop. But that said, Shane, you know that we trade the opposite to you, so it's cool. That's no problem. We don't mind that. Yeah, well, it's the 10K account is a free for all. So Yeah, you can't really gamble it until you have it. But yeah, it sounds great. I agree with you. I think it might actually drop a little bit before it goes up, because nothing goes up in a straight line. I don't know if you've noticed that in the markets, nothing goes up in a straight line. I'm still waiting for that thing that goes up in a straight line. One day we'll find it, perhaps. One day. So now I do hope that we'll have those accounts by next Thursday, but I'm sure we will. It's all good. We'll have it. Don't worry. Sorted. And if anything, if it's late, we'll still do the draw. It's just as long as we got the comments and we got the likes that I can take from, and we'll have a little spinny wheel. That'll be fun. Do the opposite. I have done the opposite. Oh no, that's absolutely brilliant. JPY, someone mentioned that earlier. The CHF JPY is moving. The US dollar JPY is also moving. I forgot about it. It's already on the move. Eh? Which one did I change now? Dear. Okay. That one there is actually on the move, eh? What did I add the Aussie dollar, US dollar on that? Okay. Let's just have a wee look at it quickly, because I did see it there. And I agree that it's a good rate. Oh, that's what I said. I said I'd wait for it to give me a little bit more of a signal down here that it wants to go up, eh? Just on a different chart, though. Let me have a look here. Probably better. Oops, take the money from there. I look at it. Yeah. It's gone up in a straight line. I was wondering if it's going to come back and take some money here and then go up. So maybe just a little bit down, and then you can get a buy in. It does look like it's pretty strong to the upside. The yellow one on there. Let's just get ourselves a little line. Put the line in. Yeah, it's clear. Actually, if it comes down to this trend support, that'll be great. You can buy. Because at the moment, what you've got, let me just draw the other line in. You see, this is something you don't do very often, is draw the other line in. Sometimes it's a good idea just to draw the other line in as well. There you go. There's the other line. So that's your railway line. There's your trend resistance. There's your trend support. This price is closer to the trend resistance than it is to the trend support. Let's wait for it to get back to the trend support and buy, or get up to the trend resistance and sell. But then you're kind of going against the trend. You don't want to do that unless it breaks up. So rather wait for the buy. So if it comes back to this level, give us a buy, go back up. There's a pincer top up here, which is a bit of a worry. So let's just wait for it to get down here. So is that where's the alert? Alert, there we go. Price alert. I'll put a price alert in about there, actually. Okay. Price alert. Pick it up somewhere down there. That looks decent. Okay. US dollar. Japanese yen alert in. On my charts, US dollar, Japanese yen is above the resistance level. Let's see. You say the US 500 is going above 200 SMA. Is it going above the 200 on the 4 hour or on the day? I don't put SMAs in. Money on my charts, the US dollar is gone above a resistance level. Yeah, it is above a resistance level. It's going up. I mean, totally. There it is. I mean, it's gone above. It's definitely gone above. What I'm looking at here is the trend line, because it's gone above that. It's done that already. So what I'm just looking at here is there is some money here. It's close to that level, so I'm just waiting for it to come back and carry on upwards. It has gone through a resistance level. You're quite right. It has. What do I do to myself when I break my trading rules? I don't know. Break your fingers. when you break your trading rules, just learn. It's okay. Rules are made to be broken. You don't have to stick to stringent rules. Nobody ever does. But the rules are there as guidelines. Sticking to rules is for if you went to school or the army or something like that, and you broke those rules, you'd be in big trouble. But in real life, when you're trading or something like that, rules are guidelines. I mean, if you break your rules, just learn from it. And sometimes you break a rule and you learn something new, and then you reapply the rules. It's you can restructure according to yourself, and it's got to be your own rules as well. Because, like I always tell you guys, you can't really trade like another trader. You can't really follow another trader to the T. You have to structure it around your own comfort zone, the way you trade, the way you feel comfortable. Because how many times have I said this is a psychological game? This is not about lines and squiggly lines and things like that. This is about how you trade and how comfortable you are, the amount of money you trade, percentages. You can bend those rules to suit yourself. You don't have to trade any particular way. Bend the rules, man. Just do the thing. But train, I forgot to put it on my phone. I got so many, I've just added Telegram to my phone as well because somebody said I needed that. And then I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 different trading programs on my phone. I forgot to add C-Trade. I must actually add it. Sorry, man. Totally forgot. But it's okay. I'll get to it. And but having all these different trading programs that I can open up, I get the prices, I know what's going on. My computer's always on, so I can just go and just click on it or whatever the case if I need to, if I'm at the house. But this account, I don't need to trade on my phone. The cash account's the most important one to have on my phone. That one I need to be able to get in and out when I need to. I'm on the 4 hours chart. Discipline, it's difficult. On the daily, the US 500 is under the 200 MA. You know what you got to look out for on the MAs, okay? The trick on the MAs is this. If you're looking for long term and you're working on the 200-day moving average, which is the most important moving average, usually on a day chart, you use the 200-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. And if the 50-day crosses above the 200-day moving average, it's called the golden cross, and that means it's going bullish. And if the 50-day crosses below the 200-day moving average, it's called the death cross, which is bad, obviously. It even sounds bad, doesn't it? So that's how you work with moving averages. And the same applies to the 8 and the 20, or the 10 and the 20, or the 9 and the 20. There's a lot of difference in opinion as to the 8, 9, or 10. I prefer the 9, sometimes the 8, over the 20, if I was going to do a moving average crossover system. And it applies the same way. It's like if the 9 goes over the 20, then it's bullish, and if the 9 goes below the 20, then it's bearish. Trouble with those systems is they're lagging, what I call lagging. In other words, you get in late. You always get into the trade late, and you only get the middle bit of the trade. You don't get the ends. So the same as like Ichimoku, it's late. MACD is late. It's lagging. So they systems, they work. Every system works, as I always say. Every system in the market works. None of them are actually rubbish. They all work. But as I always say, you just got to choose one that you're comfortable with, that works for you. That's why I like the fib, Shane, with you using that, because that is more like your support and resistance. It's not a lagging indicator. You can actually pick out trades at the right time with that kind of indicator. Okay, you're using the I can't remember what it's called now. Getting old. 2150, 200. You use a number of indicators. They come together. They come apart. I can't remember what it's called now. It's a system as well. Don't overcomplicate. Don't get too many systems in your head, Shane. Learn them all. It's great. Learn them all. I know I did, but it kind of don't get too confused too quickly. Take your time. And that system as well. Can't remember what it's called. Do you remember what it's called? 21 for you get about 3 or 4 moving averages together. I can't remember what it's called now. And they all come together. So many different systems. It's unbelievable. It's insane, actually. And then when all the indicators come together and they cross, and then, geez, I'll tell you what. There's always some rule, and there's always some system that's invented. And like I said, they all work. Some genius has backtested it and make sure it works and all the rest of it. It's amazing how many people are like, have you backtested it? You must backtest it to see if it works. And I'm like, surely someone's done that already. It's a system. It works. Someone's already backtested it and proved that it works. Why would I want to do that? Waste my time. Yeah, you can determine the trend with MAs, but you can look at a chart and you can see the trend. I mean, let's just have a look at the US Japanese yen. Why would you want to even bother? You can see the trend. It was bearish. You can clearly see without even drawing a line in that it's gone bullish and it's broken structure and it's going up. No need to draw a trend in or a moving average to see that. Moving average, what I used to use moving average for in the past was you only put a 20-day in. Nothing else, just a 20-day moving average. No 8-day, no nothing, just a 20-day moving average. Price goes above it, you buy. Price goes below it, you sell. Simplest system in the world. Easy. Look, I'll show you. Where's my indicators? Add indicator. And let's go simple moving average, eh? Simple moving average. And let's make it a 20-day. Okay. Add to chart. Where is it? There it is. So there's your 20-day moving average, okay? And effectively, simplest system in the world. Goes above the average, you buy. Goes below the average, you sell. Goes above the average, you buy. And the problem with the system is this. Let me get myself a little crosshair. It would have worked here had you bought, because it would have been above all the way up to there, and then you would have sold. But had you sold here because you hadn't bought, there it would have kind of failed because it would have come around and come straight back on a level. It would have worked here because you would have made a profit from there to there. It would have worked here because you would have made a profit from there to there. It would have worked here because you would have made a big profit from there to there. So it's working more than it's failing. But you do get the odd bits where it just doesn't work and it just falls apart. But that's as simple as the system gets. So any system that you have is effectively a line in the sand. You draw a line in the sand and say, if it does that, I'll buy, and if it does that, I'll sell. And that's your basis for your system. Now imagine taking everything away and only trading with that 20-day moving average. That's what I did about 30 years ago, 25 years ago. When computers first came out, that's what I did. I put a 20-day moving average in, and that was it. That was how I traded. If it was above it, I bought. If it was below it, I sold. The questionable part is, when do you catch it? Because sometimes it will start going through and you'll buy it and it'll go back, whichever way. And then if you wait until it closes, then it's too late because it immediately goes down and you lose. You see, like in that one there, if you'd waited for that candle to close and you bought at the top, then it goes back and it goes back through here and you stop loss, you're out. So while the system is simple, you've also got to watch when and how you can buy on it. But straightforward. Very straightforward. And there you go. Take that out of there. I just thought I'd show you that. It doesn't matter. You can have millions of different systems. Some of them work, some of them don't work. Well, actually, they all work. Yeah. As long as there's a clear market structure. As a new trader, I do look for other indicators to assist. Hi, Rob. Compare US dollar Japanese between 4 hour and 1 hour. US 500. So many different ways. Yeah. I enjoyed that cup of coffee. It was good. Sorry, man. What did you say? US dollar, Japanese yen. So if I put a 200-day moving average on here, simple moving average, eh? Simple moving average. I'm just going to use simple moving averages. It's fine. An exponential moving average. There's a 200-day moving average. And if you put it on the day chart, see on the day chart, it shows US dollar Japanese yen is bearish because it's below. And then what you could do is you add another moving average, the 50-day. Simple moving average. Wonder what color it's going to give me. Damn. Lines. Give me a different color. Let's just make it yellow. Okay, just for the interest's sake. Add to chart. So there's your 50-day moving average. So if you look at the US dollar, Japanese yen, marvelous. You see how it's gone over. It's gone the death cross. On the long term, on the day chart, the US dollar, Japanese yen is bearish. And you can only buy it when this turns around and goes through the 200-day moving average, and then it's bullish again. So we're trading in the short term. This is a very long-term trade. If we were to look at the US 500 on this, it doesn't even give me the blue one. Not much good there, eh? But on the US 500, the price is going over the 200-day moving average. So that could be a very, very bullish sign as well. You see, if you just take the average and say, if it goes above that, I'm going to buy. So that could be quite a bullish prospect as well. All right, so let's take that out. And let's take that out. There we go. Okay, take it back. So according to the 200-day moving average on the US 500, and I've left this on day, and I want it on 4-hour. Yeah. According to the moving averages, the US 500 on the day is actually quite bullish. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Don't forget, guys, if you comment and you like and you subscribe, you get entered in for the big giveaway next week. And it's going to be every Thursday. Every Thursday, we're going to give away a 10K funded account. It's amazing. Fund Your FX is giving it out. It's nothing to do with me, nothing to do with YouTube. You know, it's actually me that's negotiating it for you. But at the end of the day, they'll be giving you the account. So once you've won, you'll give me your details and I'll give it to them and they'll contact you and you'll get your account. Fantastic, really. It's great stuff. Really glad. And then you guys can play. And if you take C Trader, you can sort of play along. It's great. For those guys who don't have an account or want an account, it's going to be great for you. And for that, all you need is a comment. And like I say, I'll randomly choose the video. And obviously, anyone who has joined the membership will get beneficial treatment, obviously. You know, obvious, always. We'll have something special for the members as well. Cool. Brilliant. The A-team. Yeah, it's going to be great. I'm really pleased about that. That's something we can do for you guys as well. Because it's always like everyone's always left out in the dark and you don't get these accounts and what have you. So let's get one for myself as well. I don't need it. It's fine. Oh no, Shane, you're not too cheap. We're all too cheap, mate. We're all too cheap. We're all in it to make some bucks here and there. You know, we all want a few dollars here and there. It's always good. Nothing wrong with that at all. Uh-oh, what's gold doing? That's right. My other account does have a trailing stop on it, so that's fine. It's probably been taken out already, but at least in a really big profit, if anything. It was going so well there. Okay. So Brent crude oil, that's the one that is intriguing me. This one, I've got to see if I'm going to get right. So I want to set this one up because I really do need to, as far as I'm concerned, I need to buy back into Brent crude oil. I think it's going to be the thing. So I'm going to take a short term. I'm not even going to draw a line chart. I'm going to do it on a candle chart. There's nice 3 touches there. That's the trend resistance. This one can go, actually. I don't need that. And if it breaks to the upside and breaks through there, we're good. But we do have, of course, are we on the day chart? We're on the day chart. We've got that level there. So I'm going to just put that in so we know it's there. I'm just gonna make that a bit lighter. I'm making it yellow so that I know it's the day charts. The day charts supply of money. And it's not the H4. Just so I know that that's on the day chart. Does work on the H4 as well. Okay, so no, it doesn't actually. It's not that good. It's actually a lot narrower. But the good news is, if it breaks through that level, then it's gonna break through this level as well. So you're gonna get your long trade up here. A bit high actually. Be nice to get it in a bit earlier. There is another level down here that we can look at as well. And maybe we can get an earlier trade. Let me do that as well. And let's just put that in there. It's a few too many lines, but it's all right because what I'm looking at here, if it breaks to the upside there, it's worth a punt from 62 up to 65, 66, and then see if it breaks through there and goes further. I really do think that oil has got to turn around soon, so I'm looking at that. Let's just see. Could go down to the bottom here and create this double bottom, and that will be a big bounce for it to go up. So let's just see what that does. That looks reasonable. Keep an eye on that. Oh, I didn't put an alert in, you know that. Let's put an alert in. Yeah, that's what I thought, Eugene. I got a short on the other account, which is going okay. But this one got stopped out before it happened. But I'm wondering if that one got stopped out as well now in a trailing stop, but I hope not. Should be okay. I wanted to put in an alert. Let's just put an alert in over there. Create alert. There we go. Fantastic. I'm going to put an alert in there. 6182, around about 62. Yep. Go for Brent as well. Okay. Gold. You see, I was already down here at 32, which was actually my take profit, but I moved the take profit down to 31.20, somewhere down there on that trade. And don't have it open here now. And I put a trailing on it. I think the trailing was up here, so I think we're still in that trade. Okay. Still looks good. But there is a tail that's growing there. There is some money up here, but I think it'll carry on going. Probably carry on going down here, but there is a bottom here. It's looking like it wants to stop here. There's, you see, it's looking for this money. There we go. There you go, Eugene. You see that? There's a demand of money here. Quite a big demand of money. That's probably what's causing this demand of money that's holding it up. That's probably why I put my first target there. I did move the target away before the show, so that's okay. But that's probably what it is. I see it now. That demand of money. That's probably what I saw last time as well. And it kind of, that head and shoulders has played out at this level. There's your distance down to there, so it's probably right. Probably decent. if it breaks through here, next level's down here. Looks like the new candle starting. There we go, on the way down to 3,100. Then down to, yeah, it could go all the way down to here, down to the 3,000 level. There is a level right at the bottom. Does look interesting, eh? I think if that breaks to the downside, you can get another short out of it. Not bad. Looking good. How low can Brent go? During the gold has head and shoulders to me. Yep, it sure does. That's why I was short on it in the first place. How low can Brent go? How long is a string? Same question actually. No, Brent can go to zero. It has been at zero. It was at zero in 2019 or 2020 during the pandemic thing, and it went all the way to zero. Why didn't I buy gold and just keep it? I don't know what I was doing at that time. So many people missed that trick. The world was ending. Gold went to zero. Because no one was buying. I mean, oil went to zero. Because no one was buying it. No one was buying oil. It just went to zero. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Should have bought loads of it at zero. Okay. But at the moment, Shane, I doubt very much that it'll go there because there's no real dilemma in the world at the moment. And it also depends on what's going on in the world. And the other thing that I always try to explain is the thing you have to understand about oil, any oil, WTI, Brent, whatever, it's all the same thing, is the cartels sit together and they discuss price, and they hold barrels back to get the oil price up, or they push barrels out to get the oil price down. And they keep the oil price between 65 and 105 at any given day. And sometimes it drops a little bit below that, like now, or sometimes it goes a little bit above 105 to 120 or something like that. If you watch it over the years, that's where it sits. So if the price is up at 105, 110, I'm looking to short. And if the price is down at 60, I'm looking to buy. Because I know those are the levels. Unless, of course, something really disastrous happens in the world. That changes everything. But that changes everything for everything. I mean, what are you going to trade if some kind of nuclear bomb drops on us? I mean, seriously. Then you're looking at a serious dilemma. Everything's going to go pear-shaped. So as long as nothing's going pear-shaped, under normality, oil will trade between 60 and 105. And worst case, it gets to 120. Worst case here, it gets down to maybe 45, 50. But then it's pushing it. It's really pushing it. There's got to be a lot of bad news around it to get that far. Because at the moment, it's trading on fundamental news that they've said because of Trump's tariffs that nobody's going to want oil. I don't know how that computes. I haven't quite worked that one out. But it must have some reasoning behind it that I don't understand or haven't worked out yet. So, yeah, if anyone understands that Brent or oil analogy, let me know. I still have to look at it. I haven't looked at it in detail. That's what they're saying. Because of tariffs, oil is going down. Makes no sense to me, because how does tariffs stop people buying oil? No. Toilet paper. You had to bring toilet paper up, didn't you? Yeah. But it was at the time of toilet paper that Brent crude oil went to zero. Yeah. So we weren't allowed to wear sandals. Do you remember that? Well, we weren't in South Africa. It was crazy. Well, who came up with those rules? People got arrested on the beach. I live on the beach, eh? People got arrested on the beach and they got a criminal record. Can you imagine? Because they were walking on the beach. Some insane stuff, eh? Yo. Oil is bought only in dollars when countries stop export to US. Then they have US dollars, so they can't buy oil. Okay. That sounds interesting. I never thought of it that. Like I say, I never looked into it. But that might all change, because if you look at the BRICS sitting together, they want to change the currency. They want to have their own currency they can buy and sell within the world. There's quite a few countries involved in BRICS now. And if this US dollar becomes a problem, then surely they can work around it, because the countries like Russia have already said they don't want to use the US dollar to buy anything. China, and they're quite big economies. They're not small. So, yeah, you just have to start, a lot of people are calling for the US dollar not to be pegged against everything. So, yeah, I get that. All right, makes sense. But they have less US dollars, so they can't buy oil. They're going to buy oil with something else, or they're going to trade it with something else. They're not going to stop buying oil. This is what it's like the tariff thing. When the markets crash down because Trump put tariffs in, markets crash down on the news. This is why I say these economists, these guys with their economic bright ideas are really not that bright. Because I just look at it and I think, so Trump puts tariffs in, the markets crash. The next day he says, no, we'll put it on hold for 90 days and the markets all go back up again. Has anybody thought about what happens after 90 days? Is it all going to go away? Probably not. Probably going to come back. Oil. We're not going to buy oil because we don't have dollars. No. That's what they say, or that's what they think, because they think that their dollar's almighty, but it's not. Because if you do that, then they're just going to think of something else. The BRICS are already trying to think of something else with currency that we're going to spend around the world. So they're just going to buy oil with something else. Oil doesn't come from America. A lot of it is there, but most of it comes from the desert. So, yeah, it's interesting how people think. It's interesting, and how the economists are working this out. But at the end of the day, it ain't going to play out that way. Yeah, no, I get it. It's bought in dollars. It makes sense. It does make sense. I just look at it as a whole, as a bigger picture, and I'm amazed by the thinking behind the oil itself. Obviously, it's pegged to the dollar. Gold is pegged to the dollar. It's pegged to the dollar. Brent's pegged to the dollar. WTI is pegged to the dollar. People are buying in dollars, but if they don't have dollars, they're going to use something else to get it up. So it'll still sell. Shane, you can go long on the US dollar, Japanese yen. I haven't gone long on it yet because I'm waiting for a bit of a correction on it. I'm looking for it to come back a little bit before I get along on it. Maybe just give us a little bit more relaxation, because the risk to reward's not that hot yet. It will be when I'm looking for a better price on it. It's interesting how the economists work this stuff out. And yeah, so now we sell off in Brent. Well, for now, it is pegged to the US dollar. There's nothing we can do about that. We can't change that, can we? For now, it is pegged to the US dollar. For now, that is what the case is. Like I said, I haven't looked into it. Now, thanks for the answer. That's what I was looking for. Great information. I never thought of it that way. But yeah, makes sense now. That's probably why price has dropped a bit. But it won't make it go to zero, that's for sure, because before it gets there, people will realize that there's other options. Definitely other options. I wonder how many oil fields are running in America at the moment. I haven't checked the number lately. It goes up and down. Boom, 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 boom. Russia's selling oil cheap in dollars. Yeah. Look, even if Russia sells oil cheap, they do sit on that cartel as well. So they do sit around the table and they do get involved in the pricing of oil. The big thing in discussion at the moment with, for example, the BRICS countries is the type of currency that everything is pegged to. So everything's pegged to the US dollar. They want it unpegged and they want to be able to buy or price gold and commodities and oils and things like that in another form of currency. They're looking at that as well because clearly they're having a bit of an economic war with the US, so it's not in their best interests. So there's a lot of that going on as well. We'll have to see how that plays out. So Roger's all like, when countries can't buy oil, the US dollar will have to go up and up, so the dollar has more value, buy more oil, so the hedge funds now hedge good, the US dollar going high and high and after that drop. Interestingly enough, though, America's actually got enough oil for itself, to be honest. They're actually quite self-sufficient. Yeah, Kevin, cheers. Okay, sorry you're not on today. Don't forget to comment if you want to be part of the giveaway next week for the account, the funded account. So do make sure you comment, like, subscribe on everything. Okay. But yeah, I'll try and make sure that Kevin gets involved in that. I'm sure he watches the other videos and you'll see it on the other videos as well. I've got to put these rules in the descriptions as well for the competition when we start pulling this on. But there's no giveaway today. It will be next Thursday, so the rules will be in the description next Thursday. I'm just telling you about it now and what to do. Make sure you've liked, commented, and subscribed so you can be part of it. Increased supply, OPEC Plus, led by Saudi Arabia and Russia, has decided to boost oil production significantly. This increased supply has put downward pressure on the prices. Yep. You see, they sit together and they decide that they're going to put increased supply in. That in itself is kind of insane. They put increased supply in when the price is down. You'd think they'd pull supply back and make the price go up. But they'll probably do that when you're not looking. Hi, Elaine. Yep. Good to have you on board. Good to have you here. And hopefully you've heard about the funded trader account giveaway next week. All you have to do is like, comment, subscribe, be part of the whole game, and you might just win an account. Aha. I think one every week will be great because that'll just give everybody a chance. Good for everyone. Yeah. That'll be decent. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. What is the time? Oh, right. Okay. It is. I always forget on a Thursday, it's like late afternoon here, while it's still quite early for you guys. And I sometimes run a bit late. It's Sir Lunch-a-Lot, my favorite name on the group. I love it. How's it, bud? Good to have you on board again. Absolutely fantastic. That's what I like to see. Yep. Totally. Brent's actually coming into play. Look at this, guys. Brent's coming into play here. Oh, this is not Brent. I've got the wrong one. What have I got here? Brent. Just needs to go through that line and we're on our way, man. That looks good. I'll be honest with you, Danny, the best book on trading was actually, I think, if you read, there's a couple of good ones if you look in the description. But if you read Tom's book, The Best Loser Wins, I think that'll be good for you. That's a good book. It's a good book. It talks a lot about the psychology, and yeah, it's decent. 15:15 in Germany right now. Sir Lancelot, if it's 15:15 in Germany right now, that's the same time as here in South Africa. You've got exactly the same time as us. I thought you guys were an hour ahead or behind us. Anyway, the S&P 500, we are long. This is the DAX. The DAX is long. Good one. We called that yesterday. And today, US 500, I'm looking for... Well, Shane wants to go short, but we are long. We're going long on that. Well, we are long on that. We should still be in profit on that. $75. Okay. Brent crude oil took us out. We got stopped out on Brent crude oil. Cost us an absolute fortune. And now I'm waiting for another long trade on. Not revenge trade, it's a new trade. Okay. Just waiting for a new trade on that. Because I'm still of the opinion that it'll come back. Somewhere down the line, it'll come back. Yeah, what I do is, the fundamentals are out there, and it's important to pay heed to the big fundamentals, the big things that are happening. Like, for example, if they said we're going to stop drilling for oil, then you got trouble. But, but yeah, that's what we use the charts for. The charts are there to give you that high probability, and if you trade what you see, then that's what the big money is doing. The money's sending you in that direction, and our job is only to look for the liquidity in the markets and to look for where the money is. And if the big money says it's going that way, then they know something that I don't because I'm not there. And that's what we're following. That's why we follow charts. We don't follow charts because charts are the be-all and end-all. They're not going to make you the money. They're just going to tell you what's happening in the market. You're reading charts like you're reading a book. And you're just reading what's happening in the market. But at the end of the day, the strategy is what you need. So if you take that trade, it's just the high probability is it's going that way because the big money is buying it that way, and I just want to go with the big money and follow it. So that's what it's about. How's it, Andrew? Good to have you. Okay, so Andrew, Elaine, Sir Lancelot, you guys have come in quite late. I just want to tell you that there is going to be the funded markets giveaway next week. And it's going to be every week. We're going to give away a 10K funded account. And it's going to be provided by Fund Your FX. There will be rules in the description for that. But the basic rule is make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And you'll be in the draw. And also, and then I'll explain the rules as we go. And like I said, the nasty ones won't win. And members do get some priority. Okay. So if you want to be involved in that, and if you want an account like that, just be eligible. Just make sure you've commented on all the videos. During the week, I will choose the video with the best comments on it or the most comments on it. And then we'll take that one out and we will have a draw. We'll see who wins. I'm just waiting for them to come back to me. That's why there's no competition today. I'm just waiting for them to give me all the stuff that I need, all the paperwork, and then we can go for it. And they will be responsible for it. It's got nothing to do with YouTube. It's got nothing, and it's not from me. It's from them. So they'll give you the account. So yeah, no, I'm glad you're on. Yeah, that's great. So all you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. So for now, all you guys need to know is you need to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure your comments aren't nasty, because if it's a nasty comment, you ain't winning. Like I say, every week we're going to give one account away. And there will be links as well to those guys if you want an instant account or something like that. If you want to buy an account, it will be there. I'm waiting for that. And I'm waiting for the whole process to come together. We've negotiated, and they're prepared. You know, they obviously want to market their company, and obviously I want to get something for you guys, so you guys get an account, and one of you get an account every week. And I know it's only a 10K account, but it's something, and you can play with it, and you can get along with it, and you can learn to trade with it. So it'll be fun. There we go. Positive thinking. Yeah, just every week, guys, just like, comment, subscribe on every video, okay? Because I'm going to choose a video, and that video we will spin the wheel and we'll see who comes out. Now, if it's one of the nasty ones or the bots that, we'll just dump them and we'll just go for, you know, one of the ones that are real. And there'll be one winner every Thursday. And that's how I plan to run the show. And that's pretty straightforward. I think, and it's free. You don't have to pay anything. Totally free. You just have to comment. That's all. Well, comment, like, subscribe. You got to be subscribed. That's for sure. And you just got to have a comment. And that's it. And please give a like. Do you have a challenge for it? It will be a fun. It'll be a challenge account. Guys, just keep in mind it's a challenge account. All right, it's not instant funding. It will be a challenge account. All right. So it's you'll have to pass the challenge. Okay. Just keep that in mind. It'll be a challenge account. That's important to note, by the way. Yeah, I'm not buying you an instant funding account. You're getting a challenge account, and you have to pass the challenge. But still, it's an account that you can play with and have fun with. Okay. If you pass the account, then you'll go into the next stage, and you'll have your own account. It's as simple as that. Is Zimmerman is a common name like Smith? I don't think so. I don't think it's as common as Smith. Hasn't it? Oh, is the news still to come? Hasn't it come yet? You know, there's the thing. The news will affect the price short term. It's short term news. Today's jobs, eh? Is it non-farm payrolls today? Don't worry about it. I used to worry about it every week. It drove me mad, made me insane. Don't worry about it. It'll move markets up and down as long as it's around that 200,000 mark somewhere. You know, they're going to find some excuse to buy the market up or push the market down because it's 1,000 jobs less than what they expected or something in a market where there's a couple 100,000 jobs every week. And when it starts going haywire, like there's only 50,000 jobs or there's 400,000, then you can worry about it. But these news events move the market up and down short term and always settles back to where it should be. It's not big time news. It seems like it. The economists hang their hats on it. And I used to do that as well. Danny, the chat, you know, I would love to say that the chat's going to count, but actually not. I think what you got to do is put it in the real comments, right? But what I won't do, I probably won't choose a live video for the comments. Well, I can actually choose any video with the most comments on it, but do me a favor, put it in the real comments because it'll be easier to find. The Aussie dollar, US dollar trade, not on this account. No, not on this account. We're not still in that trade. I had a client in Pietermaritzburg who is also German. I feel it's going long. Okay. Germany have changed a lot here. I heard that Germany's changed a lot. Actually, not for the better from what I've heard. You did good for GPY. I know I'm in the 15-minute, so maybe wick me out. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm in the 4 hour. But I've got quite a wide gap on the US 500 on the 4 hour. And on the Brent, I'm waiting for it to cross over there. Aussie dollar, US dollar, we're out. We're not in that anymore. That we got knocked out of quite a few trades the other day, quite nastily. And then yesterday we got whacked on Brent as well. It's okay. Germany is falling. That's what I heard. Everybody's quite upset. I saw somebody call Frankfurt Crackfurt or something the other day. Yeah, it's bad, eh? Bad. Not good. But I see a lot of the world is kind of in a sort of tricky place. And I think a lot of it has got to do with the drugs and the stuff going on in the world at the moment and all the bad things. And it's not great. And in the old days as well, if you wanted to immigrate to a country, there was quite a lot of rules and regulations. Actually, I believe there should still be. You know, if I want to immigrate to America, they're going to be like, wait a minute, how old are you? And what qualifications do you have? Oh, you're a trader. Get back to South Africa, you know, that sort of thing. But for some other reason, the countries are just allowing really, let me put it this way, really poor people, really people with no qualifications, people with nothing to offer a country, just to walk into these countries and live there. And then they support them. I find that quite strange, to be honest with you. I find it unusual because then if a qualified person applies, there's like I don't know how many page document and an interview and a visa and the whole story. And and then they'll decide if you can move to that country or immigrate or whatever, and how much money have you got, and the whole 9 yards. And there's this guy just like strolls in with his family. He's got nothing. He hasn't had a job in years, wearing rags, and just strolls into the country. And he's like, oh, just go, we'll give you a flat. You can go and live there. It's kind of insane if you think about it. You can't immigrate, but that guy just walks in and it's okay. I believe in America, that wall that Donald Trump built, if they get through that, they actually want to get caught. Because if they get caught, seemingly it takes like 5 years for them to be processed out of the country, and by then they're American. So, and it's not Mexicans, by the way, it's guys from Venezuela and all that kind of stuff that are getting in. They go through Mexico to get there. And just that alone is crazy if you think about it. Quite crazy that these guys can just walk in. They know the law. They know it's going to take 5 years for them to be processed. So they just walk in and say, here, catch me. I'm in your country. And they go and get put in certain places, and then they get released into the public because it takes 5 years to process them, and so on and so on. They don't just get sent back over the wall, which is what should happen. And this is another problem I think the world has come along. Sir Lancelot, Germany is much afraid of saying no because of the history, and I get that. But why are we still holding grudges against people from 90 years ago? And it's like us in South Africa. People are holding grudges against us for what our forefathers did and 30, 40 years ago. And now it's our fault, and we're always going to hate you for it. It's not right. You should have the right to say no. You should have the right to say, whoa, just stop the bus here. This is not the same thing. This is not about our politics or whatever. This is about, if you're going to come into this country, you've got to have something to offer it. It's an immigration. You can't just walk in and do your thing. And yeah, this is the whole problem, is you need some kind of structure in the world. You can't just run feral. That's why there is structure and social structure in the world, is to prevent this from happening. But it's happening, Thanks, Eugene. Yeah, there you go. Brent, alert. So we have an alert on Brent. Let's put it on so we can see what's happening here. See if we're going to get a trade. Yeah, so it just so weird times. Would move out of Germany if my trading works out. Where would you go, Sir Lancelot? Where would you go? What country would you go to? Because I can tell you at the moment, the world's a strange place. But you know what I did see? Poland has become the nicest place. I believe Poland is like spot on. It's right next door to you. I believe they're spot on at the moment. Clean, no, not much crime. Things are going well there. Interesting. Yeah. See if they should let you in. They're part of the European Union. You can just go and live there. Czech, another good one. My wife is Czech, so I know about them. And they're quite decent as well. Decent country. There's a lot of decent countries out there, actually, if you think about it. But it was the ones that were bad that have become good, and the ones that were good have become bad. That's crazy. Yeah. Bulgarian, yeah, that's not too bad. I suppose for the language, yeah, that's also good. Yeah, I didn't think of that. Yeah, if you're in Poland, you're next to the war, I suppose. But that war's supposed to be ending. Come on, let's get it ended there. And get that stopped. Stop them from nicking all the money, eh? Okay, let's see if this green bar actually crosses through here so we can make a buy on Brent. Would like to see it cross up here. We can get a buy on Brent. That would be nice. Maybe, should we wait for the high? No, I think that'll be fine. If it goes above there, it'll be fine. Highlands of Scotland. I wonder if they'll let me back into Scotland. I was born there. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm quite happy in Africa, to be honest with you. It's not too bad. As long as they don't kick me out. Ever. We don't want you here. Yeah. But yeah, you are right next to the war if you're in Poland, eh? And it's Hungary as well, eh? All that right next to it, right on top of it all. Air raid sirens. Sounds like fun. The Highlands of Scotland seem like a good idea, actually, Danny. Yeah. Like to break and close above the trend line on that trade. Yes, that's what I'm hoping, that if it goes above that trend line and gives us a signal to buy, that might be a good one. But I think it does need to go up a little bit. I think I'm actually going to put another alert on here because I think I put that one a bit too low. Let's just lift it a bit because we need a break. Okay, we need a break. So let's just add another alert. I think it needs to be a bit higher. It was a close, maybe 62. So we can have a bit of a decent entry into that. I think if we get in now, it's too early. And what I've always told you guys about patience, be patient, let the trades come to you, sit on your hands or break your fingers or whatever it is. Don't preempt things. Don't jump in too early. Be patient. Wait for it. Don't rush out. Don't rush in. These things, this is trading. And trading takes time, guys. That's why a lot of you guys drop to, for example, 1 minute and 5 minute charts, is because this is too slow. It's boring, isn't it? Nobody said that making money would be exciting. Spending it's exciting. Making it can be quite monotonous at times, or boring, or sometimes horrible if you're a coal miner or something like that. It's horrific, getting up every morning early at dawn, going into the coal mine, coming out with a face all full of coal, and going home at night late to get dinner. That's a horrible way to make money. Nice way to make money is trading. And it's better to be bored making money than to be a coal miner. Just saying. Just saying. How did I come to Africa? I was brought here by my parents. I've lived in Africa most of my life. I've got a South African passport, so as well as a European one, but South African passport. I'm South African, and I grew up here. I went to school here. I'm part of the furniture. I've lived in Africa all my life. It's my thing. That's why I don't want to leave. um, Greg, hey, doing well, thanks. Hope everyone is doing the same. How's it, Greg? Good to see you again. Finally catch one of your live streams again, Ron. You have a schedule of when you're going live. So, Nikitis, we go live every Tuesday, every Thursday. Tuesdays we go live at 1100 GMT plus 2. That's South African time, right? And on Thursdays we go live at 1400 plus 2 South African time, right? We do that because I want to try and catch sort of people around the world. I'm not looking for opening the market or closing the market. I'm looking for people to join us in general when they can, because not everybody is in the same time zone. We're all from a lot of different countries here, many different countries. So that's why I do it that way. Unfortunately, the funded market account giveaway, or fund your FX market account, that's going to be a giveaway, 10K giveaway every week, is going to be on Thursday, because it's the end of the week and it's a good time to give it away. So we're going to do that. To enter that, like, comment, and subscribe. That's all you got to do. And then we'll pick the best, or we'll do a spin and the comment will come out that wins. So that'll be done on a Thursday. US dollar, Japanese yen long to 151. Okay. Daily 4 hour, 1 hour is healthy time frames. You can be free during the day and be full of trades coming going. No need for these 5-minute time frames. I actually do the 4 hour. I reduced it. I actually went down the time frames. I started at the top of the day. Obviously, there was no computers when I started. And then I went all the way down to the 1 minute, and then in 5 minute, and then 15 minute. And then I found my way to the hour, and then I found my way down to the 4 hour. And the 4 hour for me is suitable because I can trade and I can do whatever else I want to. That's why I've got a YouTube channel, because I've got loads of time on my hands with regards to 4 hour trading. If I was trading 5-minute charts, I actually thought about this. I thought if I was trading 5 minutes again, I don't think I would have time to have a YouTube channel. It would be insanely difficult. And I see there's a lot of guys that do. I don't know how they do it. But with a 4 hour, I've got loads of time to sit and play around with videos and keep myself busy and what have you. And generally, it is to keep myself busy and have a bit of fun. Danny, it's worth putting support and resistance zones on the weekly and monthly timeframes as well as the daily ones. Yep. Look, the monthly, I think you're pushing it a bit on the monthly, but the weekly, definitely. I actually do a weekly rundown on trades. I actually look at the trades on the weekend, and I look at what do the trades look like for the week. I did try and put a couple of videos out with regards to that, but they just seemed like a complete waste of time because not really many people watched them. I'll maybe try it again and I'll see. But I do research on a weekly on the weekly charts to see, what I think things are going to do for the week. And then I take it back down to the day and then back down to the 4 hour. If gold goes short 31.79 using FIB, I'm still short on the other accounts. I'll be doubling up, but this is for you guys. So this account, let's just see. Anything can happen though. I believe your strategy system would work on any time frame. It does work on any time frame, but it's just that if I'm trading 5-minute charts, I'm watching the charts all the time and I'm busy. I'm always trading, because if I'm trading on 5 minutes, I'll be taking so many trades every day. Whereas on the 4 hour, you sort of take one trade and leave it and forget about it. And that's the difference. I would be a lot busier trading on 5-minute timeframes or 1-minute timeframes than I am trading on 4-hour timeframes. I might only take one trade in 2 days on a 4-hour timeframe, whereas on a 5-minute timeframe, I'll probably take 20 trades a day. So that's why I say I would maybe struggle to find the time to be doing other things and trading, because I do a lot of other things as well for myself, like go to the beach, go to the shops, stuff like that, hang out with the wife. I don't just trade or make YouTube videos. I do other things for myself as well, and I enjoy that lifestyle. That lifestyle is good, and I can live anywhere in the world. I can go on holiday in the world if I want to. Trading is mobile. You can do it anywhere, and it's great. So if you're on a 5 minute, now imagine let's say I decide I'm going to take a drive down to the local game reserve. It's going to take me 3 or 4 hours to get there, and I'm going to go and spend a couple of nights there. I'm going to go enjoy myself, right? And I'm trading 5 minute charts. That's going to be difficult because I'm driving, I'm busy. Whereas with the 4 hour charts, I can just have trades on the go, and I'll go, and when I get to the other side, I'll have a look and see what's happening. So it's much more relaxing trading on the higher time frames based on that. I am considering, I have been considering for a very long time that when I start traveling again, doing my holidays around the country, I'll take you guys with me and show you South Africa, and we'll do the trading at the same time. But yeah, that's on the cards. We won't leave you behind. We'll take you with. A mentor of mine talked also about planning on the weekend. I don't get it. How are you planning things out for the week ahead? I personally would love a video about that or showing that. Okay, I will consider doing that again. It's just that I did a couple of videos with it, showing what I thought of the market for the week and stuff like that. And very few people watched them. Well, there was a couple of hundred when I say very few. And it just felt like I was like, oh, I'm just adding it in for nothing sort of thing. Sometimes you just feel that way. So I'll look at it. I thought I'll get back to it when the channel's that much bigger, and it is quite big now. I mean, we got 10,000 subs, and that's a good. That was my first target, and we reached that, and I'm quite proud of that. And our next target's 100,000 subs, and I'll be quite proud when we get there. But yeah, I'll look at it. I'll definitely look at it again, and even if it's Brent. There we go. It really is moving up, eh? I'll definitely look at it again and see how we go. See if it works out. Brent crude oil. Bum 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 bum. Let's see, what can we buy? Brent crude oil. Stop loss. Why would the stop loss be at $37? Stop loss. Really? Stop loss 58. Take profit. I will put in a take profit, and I'll take the profit at geez, where do you want to put the take profit? Put the take profit at 67, 68. Let's see how that looks. Will it make 68? Yeah, it'll make 68. Okay. I'm actually gonna buy as oil. Okay. Oil is in. I bought oil again after us being stopped out. I bought into oil again for us. Okay, that was my choice. Fine. I like oil. I bought as oil. Love to see South Africa, Rob. We nearly immigrated there when I was a kid. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah. Then Shane, yes, a lot of YouTube do Sunday makeup, but I do forget why. US dollar, Japanese yen has bounced up the support line 3 times the weekly chart. Going in October, saying wait for the candle to close. No, buy gold. Okay, gold is a sell. Was a sell. I went and Bought the Brent, and Shane said, no. Too late, Shane. I bought the Brent. I don't even know what we bought it at. It's probably going to beat us up. Yeah, it's already beating us up. 36 cents down. Okay. Let's see what it does. Yeah, I should wait for the candle to close. You're quite right. I should wait for the candle to close, but it does seem to be heading along that direction. So, and that's going to be in 3 hours' time. Do you know where I'm going to be in 3 hours' time? I'm going to be sitting, relaxing somewhere. It can just do its thing. If it goes down again, I'm just going to be like, come on, really? Give me a break, man. But yeah, it is 50-50, and I've got this affiliation to oil at the moment. I keep on buying it. Gold, I'm not going to buy gold because gold, look at gold. Gold is short. Gold is going short, man. I think gold's going to go down. Trouble is, if gold goes down, and oil might go down as well. Hopefully not. But okay. Let's see what it does. Usually wrong, so don't worry. Yeah. Let's hope you're wrong this time, Shane. I can't lose Brent crude oil 3 times. It's crazy. Been waiting for the win on Brent crude oil for how long now? Goodness me, man. It's time for it to do something for us and win. It's time for it to go the right way. Seriously. But yeah. No, I could have waited for the candle to close, but I decided it's fine. It looks good. Looks like it's going in that direction. We've got a second candle going up. We've got a long tail at the bottom here. So there's a lot of buyers that have come back into the market. There's a lot of buying going in there. I'm just thinking it's going along that direction, most likely. And then we've got the US 500, which is playing games at the top here. 3 times as a charm. Yeah, let's hope so. That's the markets for you, isn't it? Eh? Just, you never know. But yeah, I've done this on your account, so it's okay. This is the trading account. That's fine. We'll get there eventually. Right, so I think that'll be it for today. So guys, don't forget all the videos between now and next Thursday. Sorry, next Thursday. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Really, 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 really important that you like, comment, and subscribe between now and next Thursday so that you can be entered into the giveaway. And it's not going to cost you anything. And then you'll get your funded account. If you need a funded account, otherwise, there's always going to be links there for you in the description where you can get them. But like I say, I do hope it will be ready by next week, but it should be. I mean, the guy said it would be, so I'm pretty sure it will be. And then we'll get the first one out, and then so on and so on and so on. I'm just going to have to put the rules there so you guys all know exactly what the rules are, and without any mistakes. But that's pretty straightforward, pretty simple, not too difficult. So I want to thank you guys for watching. It's been fun again. It's been excellent. Always enjoy the day. Let me put the picture up so you can see me a bit better. There you go. There you go. Now you have to look at me. But guys, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for the live show, 11 o'clock GMT +2. And then don't forget to come back and watch the other videos. I will try and look at maybe even this weekend. I'll see if I can put out a weekly update for you guys. I suppose even if a lot of people don't watch it, I'm sure maybe a couple of hundred of you guys do want to watch it. So maybe it's important that I do it. I dropped it, like I say, because I thought nobody wanted to watch it, but maybe you do. So, my usual saying, keep your feet on the ground, reach for the sky, have a good one, make sure you win lots of trades, and I'll spot you guys on the rebound, and I'll see you guys soon.